All right, bro. So making it into the UFC is pretty damn easy. I know right away I'm gonna get a lot of hate. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of hate comments. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you look fucking gay. You look like this. You look like that. Oh, you don't look like a fighter at all. Shut the fuck up. Listen to me for a second. We put the UFC on a pedestal and we think, oh, the UFC is the highest tier organization. Oh, there's killers in there. Oh, everyone can fuck you up in there. Yes, that's true to an extent. Look, right? Hear me out. If you're constantly competing, so for example, you're competing in smokers every single month for kickboxing, just to kind of get the fundamentals of striking down. And you're also competing in jiu-jitsu tournaments every single month, getting your grappling good. And you start to compete in amateur kickboxing matches. You start to compete every other month. And then you start to compete in amateur MMA matches. And you're working every single goddamn day in the gym. You're watching sparring footage. You're watching comp footage. You're watching other martial artists fight. You're really studying the game, and it's like an obsession. You're obsessing over it. Yeah, getting into the UFC, it's really not that difficult. Fuck it. Honestly, bro, you could be 21, 22 right now. If you dedicate 5 years straight to just learning the goddamn sport, getting your striking, getting your grappling better, and you dedicate 5, 6, 7 years, you could be fucking 30 and get into the UFC. Getting into the UFC, it's not that difficult. Like I said, I know I'm gonna get hate for this. People are gonna be like, oh, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But to think that, oh, getting into UFC is only for genetic freaks or whatever, that's a limited belief. Honestly, you're just limiting yourself. You're limiting your potential by thinking that. Part of getting to the top is just thinking, getting to the top isn't that hard after all. It really isn't. Having that mindset will get you far, man. I'm a huge believer in manifestation. People like to shit on manifestation. Oh, manifestation, it's some like spiritual shit or whatever. Nah, bro. Not at all, man. I actually think manifestation is pretty damn important. When you hear a lot of UFC fighters and how they ended up getting into the UFC, when they're asked that, they say because they just believed in it. They believed in themselves enough and they dreamed about getting into the UFC, and they would just keep dreaming that every single day, keep believing in themselves every single day until suddenly they're in the UFC. When you manifest it, when you believe in yourself. So if I believe in myself right now that, okay, I can get into the goddamn UFC. I can. And I'm working towards it every single day, and I'm, putting in that work and I'm putting in the hours. The universe begins to align with my dream and my prayers get answered. And all of a sudden, goddamn, I'm in the UFC. I know it sounds like bro science or whatever, but trust me, man, I'm telling you, manifestation is so important. Actually, my coach talked to me about manifestation, and I remember first coming to the gym. Our gym wasn't that big. We were renting out a small part of another gym. And my coach manifested that one day he's gonna have this huge gym and he's gonna have like fucking 50 people in a class. And he's gonna reach that point of making 10K a month through the gym. And dude, he's achieved that now. We are getting a whole new part of the gym. So we opened up the gym like a year ago. We moved out the place that we were renting and we opened up a new gym. But it was kind of like small, but we got the whole back now. And now all of a sudden our gym has just expanded significantly. And the classes now, they used to be kind of dead when I first came. All of a sudden, now they're packed, man. And on top of that, he's hit the 10K mark. So now he's making, I believe, like 10, 11K a month in the gym. And you know why? Because he believed in himself at the end of the day. That's why you gotta manifest your goals. If you don't manifest your goals, then you're just gonna go nowhere, man. You're not gonna make it to the UFC. You're not gonna make it anywhere in life. Manifest your goals, believe in it every single day, and I promise it will come true. I just opened up a Discord community for martial artists that are looking to dominate in competition. If you're someone that competes regularly, then join the community, man. Link is in the description below. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe. And remember, my boys, stay active, stay busy, and most of all, stay hungry.